As an entrepreneur, if you find yourself in despair about something in your business, like cash flow, for example, you've got to deal with the despair first. I mean, after all, how do you expect to achieve the entrepreneur lifestyle you dreamed of if you're hopeless? Let's dig into that. Hi, I'm George Black. And like you and me, there was this entrepreneur, and he was having a great week. And I've seen this before. I've experienced this before, right? And it's that breakthrough week. It's the week like sales were awesome, deposits were amazing, and now we can start to move into that lifestyle. We've rounded the corner, that lifestyle of the entrepreneur we want. And that's what happened with this guy. And so on Saturday, he goes, I want to see some results. And so he went to his bank account, pulled up his phone, and he started scrolling through, and he goes, wait a minute, where's all the cash? What happened? And he's pretty horrified. And he's checking all the deposits are there. And then he realizes there was 2 credit card payments that hit, and they were big ones. Some payroll taxes hit. He had totally forgotten about that. And then some checks from last month hit that hadn't cleared yet. And his cash was basically gone. This is like, and so I hear from him, this is when things, it's kind of like, what do I do? And he goes from this state of hope to this state of despair. And I tell him, well, how many creative solutions can you come up with to solve this problem if you're hopeless? 0, probably. So I go, we've got to deal with the despair. And the way to do that is, so let me just say it this way. I've got mentors and sages in my life, and over the years have put together this image of what hope is. And in it is the solution to my friend's problems. Hope is allowing desires to blossom into expectations that goodness is coming. Start with the very beginning. Hope is allowing desires. Well, what desires? What desires are we talking about? And I told him, I said, look, you've got to go back to those original desires, those original dreams. What got you into becoming an entrepreneur? What did you dream? Your dream for the entrepreneurial lifestyle and your overall lifestyle. What was that going to look like? And your desires in the business and why you chose this. And I write those down. Well, as he did that, hope began to fill him up. He began to reconnect. You're like, oh, I'd forgotten this stuff. Because you get caught in these lesser desires. Not that they're not important, but like you want to make more money. That's a desire, right? He wanted more time with friends and family and to do fun stuff. All these other things. But you got to go back to those original desires. So now we could focus on his cash and what's going on there. And here, there was a mindset problem. He felt like looking at his bank account balance was kind of like looking at the stock market. It goes up, I don't know why. It goes down, don't know why. That's just the way it is. And I said, that's true about the stock market, but that's not true about your cash. And I said, let's do something very simple. Get a piece of paper, divide it in half. Put cash in at the top, cash out at the bottom. And now put 4 columns, okay? Column for each week, because we're going to project out for 4 weeks. Now what I want you to do is in each column, write down all the cash in you anticipate coming in. Now I want you to write out all the cash out you expect to have. At the bottom, draw a line and net out the pluses and minuses of each column, okay? Some are going to be positive, some are going to be negative. And then take your current cash balance and put it right here, okay? On the left side. Now go through and subtract or add all of the balances for each of the 4 weeks, and in this square over here, write down your future cash balance. Okay? But it was super simple, and as he did it, he goes like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be out of cash. I said, okay, now you know you've got 4 weeks you can work on fixing that cash flow problem. Well, he actually now had started projecting cash flow, started anticipating, because there's things you can do. There's obvious things you can do to start fixing cash flow, especially if you've got a 4-week lead time. So I'd like you to try something. I'd like you to make that list of desires and dreams that you have for the lifestyle as an entrepreneur, the original dreams and desires, okay? And go unbury them, go find them, go remember what those are. And I want you to feel the hope that begins to rise up in you and you reconnect with those things. And then try the cash flow. projection, and just see if that doesn't shift your attitude, and you start to feel a power and an implementation and a connection. You go like, we can do this, and you start believing again, and that's what's so helpful. Now, let me just tell you as a side that at livetrulyfree.com we offer master classes, small classes, where we can dig in to the specifics of your issue, like how to increase cash, and come up with real issues that will work, or real solutions that will solve your real issues. Okay. We also offer one-on-one engagement. So you go to livetrulyfree.com, just click the Let's Chat button, and we'll talk about it. And in the meantime, may you live truly free as the entrepreneur you're intended to be. See you in the next video.